The Regional Cooperation Council is an intergovernmental organization established by the countries of Southeast Europe to promote mutual cooperation and European integration of its members. Currently, the Regional Cooperation Council, short RCC, focuses on three main flagship initiatives: connectivity, competitiveness, and skills and mobility. Under connectivity, we are promoting a single digital transport, energy, market and networks. Under competitiveness, we're promoting a single economic space in the region. And under skills and mobility, we are promoting an upgrade of knowledge and skills of the whole region. The Regional Employment and Social Affairs Platform is a project, a regional project, funded by the EU and jointly implemented by the Regional Cooperation Council and ILO. Under the Regional Cooperation Council's component of the project, we work with ministries of labor and public employment services from the 6 Western Balkan countries. We promote their cooperation and try to support their capacities in developing and implementing better labor market policies. With the ministries of labor, we are implementing peer reviews on priority employment policies that the countries are actually selecting, choosing themselves, and then we're inviting the other countries to act as external reviewers on these particular policies. The aim is to improve the capacities, enhance the knowledge of all these administrations in policy making and implementation. Informal employment is one of the priority areas for all the administration of the 6 Western Balkan economies, because informal economy and informal employment are considerable in the region. In most of these economies, that ranges between 20 and 30%. So basically, we also want, through this project, to stimulate learning and exchange of experience on how to best tackle informal employment. We're also working with public employment services to introduce a bench learning initiative. The idea is to have an overall assessment of the performance of public employment services, but not so much for the sake of comparing this performance, but for the sake of identifying good practices, what works and what doesn't work, and trying to replicate some of these good practices across the region. As part of the peer review process with the Ministries of Labor and Public Employment Services, we have identified some key employment topics, employment areas that we want to explore further in the region. These refer to youth unemployment, which is a very major concern for all the economies in the region. We have identified other employment topics, such as employment of vulnerable groups, people with disabilities, opportunities that the administrations and the governments are providing for self-employment or job subsidies in the region. Or, as I mentioned, the area of informal employment, which is substantially high in most of our countries in the region. And in these particular areas, we want to explore first what the good practices, what the good experiences are, with the aim of learning from each other, exchanging these good practices, but also seeing how we, as the Regional Cooperation Council, can support the development and implementation of different actions that can actually help tackle some of these challenges in our economies. The beneficiaries of the Employment and Social Affairs Regional Project of the Regional Cooperation Council are the Western Balkan economies that are in the EU accession process: Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, Albania, Kosovo, and the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia.